And today I'm going to walk you through on how to set up water chemistry for the Model 2 and Model 2R. First thing you'll need, obviously, is a lab report for the actual water chemistry where you're installing. This one in particular is a Culligan lab report. How to get to the correct screen to set up water chemistry is you go to the menu and then service. And it's going to be the first button on the left-hand side that you go through for setting up chemistry for a location. So the first one will be water source. So we're going to go into the water source and we're going to have to input some ranges so the system can determine what the approximate filter life is going to be, and it changes some performance of the system depending on what the chemistry is like. So the first item in the row here is going to be the pH. So we're going to use the lab report here and find the pH from Culligan, which the feed water in this particular example is 8. And right now it's set to 6.8 or higher, so that's good. The next item is going to be the hardness. Where to find the hardness on the Culligan lab report is on the bottom right here, the first page. Right now, this one is at 9.61 grains per gallon. So we are within the range of 0 to 15. Next item is iron, which is going to be on the left-hand side, which this one is at less than 0.05. So we're good at 0 to 1. Next item is going to be determining whether it's got chlorine or chloramine in the feed water. So that's going to be in the bottom section of the first page, where if there is any chloramines, it's going to list it here in the parts per million of chloramine section. Otherwise, it'll show 0, and then total chlorine. So this one does have 1.65 milligrams a liter of chloramine. So we need to make sure we select the chloramine setting, which does affect the filter life. If it's chloramine, it's a little bit harder on the filters. And then we have 1.65 milligrams a liter of chloramines, and then total chlorine is 1.8. So we're going to be at 1.5 to 2. Once you've set all those, you press the service screen. It's going to notify you that the settings have been changed. Are they correct, yes or no? We're going to save that. The next screen you can go to is the filter screen. This is going to tell you what your filter life is going to be, primarily due to the chloramines. This particular instance, the stage 1 and 2 filter life is reduced to 90,000 gallons because of the higher chloramines. Stage 4 is determined by the feed pH, so that's still the maximum at 140,000 gallons. The next screen you have to go to for the water chemistry is telling the unit what the TDS range of the feed water is. So that's on the top section of the Culligan lab report. So this one has an estimated conductivity of 406. You always want to round up. This one's kind of on the lower end of that scale, but it's still within the 350 to 700 range. So we're going to select that. And what this does is, in the event of the inlet TDS meter being accidentally unplugged or damaged or anything like that, if it ends up reading 0, the unit will actually try to target rejection rates for that lower TDS range. So this prevents the unit from reverting to that lower TDS range if it falls below that. So it's just basically here as a fail safe, but it prevents damaging the membranes if something does happen with the inlet TDS sensor. Then you're going to hit service again. It's going to tell you that it's changed. You want to save it, yes or no? And then we've saved the water chemistry into the system. So now we have an accurate representation of what the filters are going to last, as well as you getting correct notifications on when chlorine has exhausted out of the filters and everything out of the system. If you do have any particular questions on a specific chemistry, and you have access to the lab report for the feed water chemistry, tech support's always available to help you review that. Or to go to engineering to help you determine if you need any pretreatment or not, or if you need help for setting up the water chemistry for the system. Thank you.